Hey everyone, happy Star Wars Day! Welcome to J plus K Retro Gaming Channel, and of course, being May the 4th, today's episode we are going to be playing Super Star Wars on the SNES. I have really vivid memories of this game growing up. I remember pulling all-nighters with friends, taking turns trying to beat this super tough game. That's one thing I do remember, is this game is super hard. So it came out in 1992, of course, by LucasArts and Sculptured Software. It was released by JVC on the Super Nintendo in Japan and North America and all over the world. To me, growing up, this was one of my most favorite Star Wars games of all time. And of course, there have been numerous hundreds and hundreds of Star Wars games since. Disney actually came out with, I believe in 2005, they rebooted this game on PlayStation 4 as part of a Star Wars Celebration package. But there's so many along the lines. I think I might do a video in the future ranking maybe my top 5 or top 10 favorite Star Wars games of all time. Of course, if you follow the channel, you know we are huge Star Wars fans, so I'm excited to share our first video on May the 4th on this channel with all of you. But before we get into the gameplay, my shout out of the week goes to an awesome channel. Check out the link in the description as well as on the screen below, at 10 Minute Gamer. It is a retro gaming channel, and of course, as stated in his name, he plays games for about 10 minutes, and it's a kind of a cool setup. He has the screen capture as the main screen, but he also has himself on camera playing the game, so you get to see his reactions as well as commentary, and on the bottom you see the box art for the game. So pretty cool setup. Go check out his channel at 10 Minute Gamer. So enough talking, it's time to play Super Star Wars. So welcome back. That was Super Star Wars on the Super Nintendo, and of course it passes my super 5-minute challenge. As soon as I started playing it, all the feelings started rushing back into my hands and brain. It was awesome, it was so nostalgic, and as I stated earlier, super hard as I remembered it. So let's get into the ratings, audio, and music. If you are a Star Wars fan, this is a no-brainer, 10 out of 10 for the music. I remember back in the 90s popping this cartridge in for the first time and hearing the theme song and all the music throughout the game in its 16-bit glory. I was in heaven. Even the sound effects, the blasters, the Jawas, everything, 10 out of 10 Super Star Wars. So the video and graphics, I'm going to give this game 9 out of 10. Not much to knock here, but I gave it a 9 because at some parts it was a little bit fuzzy. The land speeder part a little bit choppy and the graphics were in and out. But I mean, everything in this game screamed out Star Wars, from the characters to the vehicles. So if you're a Star Wars fan, this game visually was popping eye candy. So now on to the gameplay. So as I stated earlier, back in the day, this was a pretty tough game to master. You only had a certain amount of continues, and when you died, they would put you right at the beginning of levels. So it was super tough. You do get the chance to play on 3 different difficulty settings, so that's really good. But the difficulty settings only really apply to battling enemies, battling the bosses, stuff like that, and your health. What I found was really tough was the jumping. So as you saw, the sand crawler jumping on the platforms, timing of the platforms, and if you fell, you'd have to start all over again. That was the biggest hurdle in the game, in my opinion. So I'm gonna give the gameplay for Super Star Wars 8 out of 10. It was hard, but still manageable. So I'm gonna give my favorite, most nostalgic game in the Star Wars universe, Super Star Wars on the SNES, 9 Marios out of 10. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of this game. If you've played it as a kid, if you play it now, let me know your favorite Star Wars games of all time. I love the Lego ones as well. And of course, thank you all for watching. Happy May the 4th to everyone out there, Star Wars Day. But you don't have to wait till next week for the next video. We are coming back to you tomorrow for Revenge of the 5th. So I hope you guys tune in tomorrow. Until then, happy May the 4th.